it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the rain starts.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Go.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Come on, boy. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check 4.
Tighten up. Hey, Orbit. 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, it's Evans. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready to break. Hey, Echo.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Too low, got 55.
Hey, Wahoo.
I'm gonna run you over. Check, 55 to Mike.
Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Be grip.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Try 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, box drop.
Kill. Mike's 50.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
This should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
55, Mike 55.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 50 smooth. Right there in the middle. 55. I got you.
Second and long. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That's good for Bengals. First down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
70, Indy. X3, 218, chop.
On 1st down, it's Evans. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Hey, Orbit.
50's to Mike. 50's to Mike. Here we go. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Bravo. Ready.
Tannehill on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
Get it.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, Rocket. Shoot.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Second and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo!
After the sack on first down, Tannehill in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Evans, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Got him in. It's Brown. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on second down, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get out the field, defense. Back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Haywood! Go out!
Tannehill now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mike's 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, D.
Go on.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
Check 26.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Record.
Hey, exit. Ready?
On 1st down, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Team 6.
Mike's 50. So don't say nothing.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, Mike's 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
Move.
Now Tannehill letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans have taken the lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Got it.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got one. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check tight end. Check tight.
Five.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
55.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Boyd. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch it divide. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Deshaun Hall in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 54. Now watch one, watch one.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
50 to Mike. Okay, just like that.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, Echo.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go,
22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, hey.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Mike 50. Mike 50. 55. 55.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
Now it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike
7. 5.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Right there in the middle, 55. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Blue Dan. Mike 50.
Hey, exit.
55. Hey, eat. Man, I got you.
2nd and 14. Complete. Richardson has it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, team 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike 55.
Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Move.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it,
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
On second down, McCaffrey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And 2 stop.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
We go set. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now! Hey, Charlie!
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm scared. Mike, 55.
Now!
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Go!
55, Mike, guys, 55. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Back to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
The second down pass.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Go.
Push him back. Push him back.
There goes.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money.